What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video, and today we are taking a look at the next section of the Disney Medley breakdown, and specifically we're taking a look at the extras. So in the previous videos we took a look at the core sections, strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion, each in their own parts. So if you haven't checked those out yet, please do, to get a sense of how I like to arrange for the entire orchestra. And then now we're taking a look at the final elements, the extras, the ear candy, the extra stuff that just doesn't really fit into the other four categories. And I like to group that all into what I call the extras. So before we really dive in and take a look at the arrangement itself, I want to give you my Orchestration Essentials guide. It's absolutely free. In case you don't have it, it basically is a step-by-step approach to how I look at my mockups, how I go from the initial idea of the arrangement to the completed final arrangement orchestration mockup. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, you want to take a look at my workflow, then I want to give that to you totally free. Just click the link below, it'll take you straight there, and you can download it as my gift to you for checking out this video today. So without further ado, let's take a look at the instruments that we selected to include in this arrangement. First of all, I love choir, especially to give specific moments a bit of fresh air to really lift up the texture and make it feel warmer. The human voice has a very beautiful tendency to just enhance existing textures in that way. So I brought in the choirs from Thai Macro, the ah and the oo. Then the loud woman choir is from Metropolis Arc 1. The solo woman patches here, these are from Audio Imperia Solo. So I brought in the angelic voice and the operatic voice. Both I use quite sparingly, but just, on the occasional moment. Harp, absolutely necessary. So harp plucks, so playable harp, and then also glissandi, so pre-recorded glissandi going into different sections. Piano, very, very common as well in this style. So you can see I used it quite a bit here in multiple sections. Low chords from Synod Orc, just to glue everything up together. And then marimba, xylophone, and piano played together. This is from Metropolis Arc 4. So it has a very beautiful texture. You can see I only used that once right there. So anyway, let's kind of go through and talk a little bit about what they're doing. So from the very beginning, we have the harps, the low chords, and the choir playing in thirds. You can hear it just juice up the low end there. Now, instead of using piano here, I'm just using the harp for a lighter texture, and it's also keeping the movement going. Right? And then we also have the bass pizzicati as well at the same time. Now the choir comes in, because it's the second half of the verse, so I wanted the texture to be a little warmer, a little bit more intense, and this is a perfect way to do just that. Harp gliss into the section. Same idea. Harp, soft choir. Here's another harp glissandi coming up. That's basically an F major glissando. And now here's the solo woman. Kind of fades away. The next part is entirely just the piano and the solo English horn, as you can hear. Then in the second half, we bring back the choir. And now we have the harp plucks coming back in. So you might hear that they're not absolutely together on at the same time, but I think it gives it that human element that you just can't get from quantizing everything 100%, So piano really giving that nice foundation of the harmony. Harp kind of playing in the mid-range above the piano. Then we have the loud woman choir from Metropolis Arc 1. Then afterwards, piano. And now, in addition to the strings that the woman is playing shorts, we have the piano as well. You can hear that there, right? So that keeps going. That's the only extra element here that's happening. Here's the Metropolis Arc. I'll listen one more time. Da, 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 da. And isn't that cool? I love that. Yeah, just one more little ding at the very top. Almost like the glockenspiel thing. Soft choir on the piano. Then when you wish upon a star, I want a super delicate texture, so we went for harp and the flute. So alto flute. I think when I was playing this in, I let the alto flute, I played that in first, recorded that first, and then tried to play the harp underneath that to accompany it. Harp glissandi into it. Now the loud choir comes back in. And a soft choir. And then bring back the loud choir. Right, so there I kind of did a rising and falling glissando and then activated a pre-recorded glissando there into the next section. So loud choir here for Colors of the Wind. Harp glissandi. Let's keep going here. And here's a little harp glissando. So here I basically just played it manually. I ran my fingers up the white keys, back down, and then I just manually adjusted some of the notes to accommodate for the minor chord, so I lowered the third there. There's the operatic solo woman, but she's not featured, she's just enhancing the existing string texture. There's the low chords in Sinna Orc. Five chord, and then just the piano. Let's skip over here a little bit. Low chords. Harp. Plucking up. Piano only with the flutes. Harp. So I just like the combination of both textures there of the harp and piano. And then harp, soft choir all the way to the end. And then we have the low pad, low chord, orchestral chord, and then the piano chord there too. There we go. All right, hopefully that gives you an idea of how I like to use the extra. So when I usually think of extras, I'm thinking harp and piano for sure. Then choir is optional. What else? The low chords, pad from Sinna Orc is optional. Any other textures that could bring out some extra stuff that could enhance the existing arrangement. I'm always open to that sort of thing. But for this type of arrangement, I wanted something more traditional, so having the voices in there makes it superhuman and just beautiful, in my opinion. And so that's kind of like my style of arranging. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. That's all the stuff there. Just really serving to enhance and serve the original arrangement and just take it to the next level. You can see here the harp is really just tinkling along in several spots where it's needed. And then the piano, grounds it a little bit, gives it some additional harmonic foundation, So that's the whole idea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And again, if you don't have that Orchestral Essentials guide, I want to give that to you absolutely free. It's my 5-step process when it comes to orchestrating from start to finish. It will give you a very clear understanding of how to think about a fresh arrangement, a fresh orchestration. When you're starting out, thinking about how to add what instruments, like all of that, thinking what layers to add, what instruments to add. If you follow this framework, I'm sure that it will help you. So there's no reason not to grab it. It's free. Just click the link below. It'll take you straight there, and you can download it right away as my thanks to you for checking out this video today. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next one, and we'll wrap this series up. It's been a lot of fun so far, so I can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.